So this is a real quick update on current events, right? I happen to be privy to some emails today where I knew that Colorado was going to be without power before they were without power. If you didn't know, today, like, Xcel Energy has shut down power for 50 to 100,000 residents of Colorado based on high winds, right? Including Fort Collins. Now, let me tell you something about Fort Collins, Laramie County. I used to stay there. Apparently, all of their electricity is underground since 1948, so high winds has nothing to do with it, right? But they still find the need to shut down the power for 100,000 citizens of Colorado because of a potential fire from high winds. You know me, I don't post links and shit because I really don't know how, but if you go on the internet and you type in Colorado power outages, Xcel Energy, you will see it. It's about like a couple hours ago they just did this. 10 a.m. it started. So there won't be school tomorrow. You know, if there's no power, you don't have a bank. Also, my general knowledge of paying attention has led me to understand that Warren Buffett has again stepped down as CEO of whatever Berkshire Hathaway, which he did in 2008, right before the major Obama bailout thing, which I don't really give a fuck about politics, but it does have to do with the fact that you know, like, that man's getting out the limelight, right? He made billions while motherfuckers suffered out there. I wasn't really as attuned in 2008 as I am here in 25, that's 17 some years. But let me add to that equation that, like, the prices of precious metals, I believe gold's at like 5,200 or something like that an ounce, and silver's going up. And I believe Goldman Sachs, yeah, I'm really got all this information right now. I usually don't have it together like this, but I just like, you know. Anyways, Goldman Sachs had dropped off, I believe, $9 billion in gold bullion somewhere in England or some shit like that. And basically, you know, this is just another test of what's to come. But by shutting down the power, it's just another data point, right? So I don't think for a moment, and then there's gonna be high winds again. So I mean, high winds have been being created by the whole HARP system as of November 17th, I think it was in effect. So here we are about a month later. We got entities in the sky. We got this, we got that. Everything is like, the veil is becoming very thin, right? And a lot of us pay attention. So I mean, again, I had a company email because I have part of my company is based out of somewhere in Colorado, and they knew ahead of time that, like, we were gonna have issues accessing our networks and shit. And because this is like a power grid situation, it becomes bigger than just like a fucking pre-planned outage. See, they call it, I don't know if they're saying it was pre-planned or not, but it was. But they're telling people because of high winds. When have you ever heard of power going out because of high winds? Especially when you have your power lines buried underneath the ground. It just doesn't make fucking sense to me, right? What does make sense to me is the wealth transfer that's happening right now. Everyone thinks it's going to be in the tokenized assets and crypto and shit like that. Might be, you know, they got everyone fucking thinking they'll be XRP millionaires. Maybe they will, I don't know. I took my money out of that shit because if everybody knows about it, that means it ain't right. You know, it's the shit that nobody knows about that really wins the bid. You feel me? Like, they're not gonna have a fucking company like Ripple and you're allowed to invest in them right now and let you make fucking, you know, say that shit goes to $1,000 a coin and you bought it for $2. You know what I mean? No, I don't care if the average wallet has less than fucking, you know, whatever. Like, only 10% of wallets hold more than 1,000. It don't matter. The point is, and the other thing is, like, motherfucker either get fucking changed and had a life taken from them for that shit, or you're gonna give your life up for that shit, because that's gonna be, if you get that paper, believe you me, that's gonna be taken somehow, because the blockchain is in fact the beast system. Everybody know that. So like, if you want to use your XRP, you're gonna have to get that. You dig? You're gonna have a motherfucker. You'll have like a barcode on your wrist or something. That's not a barcode, but I mean, I'm just saying, it's gonna be something with this bullshit. Also, it was a big sell-off of Oracle AI stock today, so that means that they're consolidating, and the flock cameras keep going up, etc., etc., etc. There's a lot of shit going on if you pay attention, which I know anyone who watches me definitely do pay attention, because why not? Like, I mean, like, I'm only good for a few things here and there, but like, my consistent shit about these drones and the sky shit, right? I don't know if I mentioned y'all last time I was on an airplane, because I fly in those regularly. The last Monday, well, and I probably did say it, but like, we'll mention it one more time. I have not seen a waitress, or I mean a stewardess on the airplane using a face mask in a long time. But like, again, as we ascended into them clouds, like, you know, like, and you cannot see out your window to the left, to the right. There's no seeing out that window because it's so fucking foggy or whatever the fuck it is in the air. But like, bottom line, like, I could smell it. It was in my nose, you know, and I've been tired as fuck. I can't get up in the mornings. So, I mean, I'm just saying all this to say, like, you know, don't let me do the research for you, because even if I do, I don't know how to post it on my thing, because it's not my style. I'm not an editing creator of videos. I had nobody to help me with this shit. I don't need nobody to help me. It's simple. I record, I hit end, I push like upload it. Bam! But now on another note, I wish I could go ahead and send links and all this other shit, but I just remind y'all, Colorado, Laramie County, Boulder, so basically Boulder up north, right? And I believe that where my company at, we have a facility in Golden, Colorado, which is where they make that beer, Coors beer, right? And it's like, you know, up the highway a little bit, I guess. It's like 45 minutes from the airport, but it's going west towards, like, I believe it's going towards Breckenridge and all that, mountain towns and shit. All I'm saying is y'all be ready, man, because we already know shit finna go down, but they don't practice run a power outage with Excel, one of the biggest energy companies, and you can go in your local Excel and they'll tell you where the power's out at in Colorado, but they don't do this shit. Exercises or whatever, like, this is them getting ready to fucking flip the switch, so to speak, right? Remember a long time ago, Bill Gates and his dark winter, and we never seemed to get it that year. I think it had to be like 2017, 18, 19, something like that. But like, it's been like talk of this dark winter for a long time, and like, it hadn't happened, but it's been cold as fuck. But now it's all kind of coming to light, man. What was Elon talking about? Dark MAGA? Dark winter, dark MAGA, dark winter, dark MAGA. I noticed also about I also saw, dang, I got another one for y'all. I saw something in the what you call it? I don't know if that's from work or what. I just got out of work. But anyways, I just seen something in the newspaper, or like one of them things you open on Google and like it gives you some information, news or something. Another one of them was that damn, I just lost the train of my thought. Hang on, give me 1 second. God, I tried to think about it and I couldn't figure it out. All I know is that like it was something else that had like relevance into what is happening right now. Oh yeah, also heard about the satellites. Thank you for remembering, Kay. I got that. Okay, look. The satellites, apparently, was it 14 years ago, it was roughly 4,000 in orbit, they say. Now it's up to like 14,000 in orbit, right? And they attribute that to Elon Musk and Starlink, which is complete horse shit, right? I don't know if those things that do follow me are satellites, drones, entities, guardian angel. I don't know. Nobody knows, right? But I do know that I've had like multiple times driving on the highway alone where my tires been blasted or like something happened up under my car. So like, and it's just me and them people, and like, you know, it happened coming back from Cali. And every time I ain't hit shit, I was just on the highway. You know what I mean? Just cruising like I always do. So I mean, last time I had a brand new rent-a-car, and that bitch got a flat tire driving just down 290 in Chicago, or 294 in Chicago. And then on top of it, they ain't even had a jack in the back of the car. So like, I don't even know how like I'm seeing like business plans and shit like that going through where people are actually considering buying units and this and that. Like, I don't know, like these people think the world really gonna go keep going on like this. I just don't see it, to be honest with y'all. But in the meantime, I just wanted to say them little updates from my informational authoritative position. And I'm gonna be laying low tonight. I'm gonna give me some more food. I found the nuke, man. It was on the soul food side. One of these little trucks that park out here in Omaha, man. What's the name? Matter of fact, here we go. Look at this. This shit was something out. Now, I never had fried catfish, right? I ain't get no cornbread. That's some whole ass shit. But I did get the collard greens with smoked turkey, the baked mac and cheese. I didn't get the yams. I got the cabbage, though. And I'm thinking about going back tonight just because that shit was smacking. And I got a burger. And, like, anyways, I just get this dude his little promotion because his shit was smacking, like, for real. If you're ever in Omaha, that food truck, it was a hit. Aside from that, y'all, man, I'm finna grab me a pack of squares, go roll up in the room, blow some trees, and, continue my life as it is, man. It's a long life, very long, and it can end very quick. Just want y'all to be on your P's and Q's out there, dot your T's and I's or whatever the fuck they say. But just know that I wouldn't post this if I didn't give a fuck about y'all. Now I should probably call or email that dude JW and tell him about this shit because he's a legit channel who would probably actually like be able to get you the fucking background information. Maybe I'll shoot him an email. Who knows? Anyways, much love, y'all. Boy out. Peace.